So everybody and their mother knows that lately I've been on the PvE grind in Marvel Rivals because I'm a huge fan of collaborative gaming where you don't have to worry about crapping on each other. With that being said, I was baffled and appalled when I heard that these goofy ass pro players are already requesting for Devil Dinosaur to get a nerf just because they can't play around him. I can't believe this nonsense. All that and more, but first.
Gave opinions, wasn't needed. Came clutch with a buzzer beater. Beast feast and he eats the beat. Whatever's left, let the buzzers eat it. Quick with it, clean record. Mayweather, undefeated. He came and he saw and he conquered. I got a slay at the concert. You know the story, the tortoise in here. You want the glory, your nose in the air. I couldn't care less about your money, phone, and your pair of shoes and your side hose.
What's good, YouTube? Big Unk Chaos, and I'm here to give you all my thoughts on the latest nonsense in the Marvel Rivals community surrounding Devil Dinosaur and how some members of the pro scene and apparently the, competitive scene want him nerfed. If you will like these types of contents and Marvel Rivals discussions, you've come to the right place. Smash that like and hype button, just a little tab over, and show your Unk some love. Now, I gotta start off by saying that I find this astronomically ironic because for so long within the Marvel Rivals community, there has been a huge tank shortage. For so long, tanks have been the pimple on the ass cheek of the Marvel Rivals community. What I mean by that is we've gotten Elsa, we've gotten, Deadpool, which I still count as a DPS because that is a DPS character. A lot of these characters we get gotten. Black Cat are so strong, so fun, so versatile. And for the first time ever, the community, we have a character that is just fun to play. For the casuals, for the ranked players, for the community as a whole, everyone's enjoying Devil Dinosaur, except for the pros and the hyper competitive players, because allegedly, this comes down to whoever has the better dino. Well, I got some news for you, from people who liked Gambit. Why don't you ban them? A lot of people in Marvel Rivals have it in their heads that because they can't play around a character, other people shouldn't have to. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm a great dino. I won't carry you. See what I did there? But my boy Dino, he'll go stupid on you. He'll drop these lasers, drop it like it's hot, throw some ass in the back with the tail. No Diddy, no Drizzy. Shout out to Iceman. With that being said, it's very clear to say that a vast majority of the community just does not have respect for vanguards and tanks. Now, for the average pro player who's got a ball cheese team that, gets paid to play this rather than, throwing people's games for rage bait content on YouTube or trolling and quick play, the rest of us don't always have the obligatory secondary tank. For the most part, we never get them. And why is that? Because a lot of people find tanks boring. Yet Devil Dinosaur is the first real example we have where everyone who plays him actually enjoys him. I get a lot of people crap for, trying to pick him the first week if you're a DPS one trick, but honestly, it just goes to show that if given more fun creative characters, they will choose the role. But now you have people saying he's too strong, he absorbs too much damage, he's too much health. Shut up. Your 800 damage dealing Psylocke ult, your Iron Man one-shot tap, your Daredevil barrages where you hunt down the entire community. Those guys are ridiculously strong and have been strong for so long in the community. Daredevil still didn't get a nerf again this patch, and he needed one, as does Elsa, as does Gambit. It seems like every class is allowed to be strong except for tanks. And why is that? I would think that this would make everyone happier because I've been way more happy lately. Even when I'm forced to solo tank as a, flex player, I instead have somebody who can actually support that inertia, give me the pressure I need to really get on their asses, rather than just having to fight through two tanks who are astronomically stronger than me. I'll fight a Devil Dino and a Hulk, or a Devil Dino and an Angela, because I feel like I'm that much better than him. He creates and rewards a lot of individualistic freedoms. You're able to get in and get out, and you don't have to worry about fighting too far or too away from your team. You got a mediocre team up with Punisher. Most of the Punishers on my teams who've been trying to do that are not good. And they ask questions like, why are you dying going in? And I'm like, hey, if you're gonna complain about the ride, you can walk. But it really shocks me to hear so many pro players who are against tanks being strong. And it just goes to show, these pro players do not have a clue on the actual pulse temp or the temp check of Marvel Rivals. They don't. These knuckleheads are getting paid, or they're streamers, they're big time content creators. And let's be very clear, they're gonna get paid no matter what, but what they want is to enjoy the game a lot more. And what do these people love to do? They love to one-trick their Spider-Mans. They love to one-trick their Magics. You got a couple flex players out here who are willing to actually, work with the team. And for them, I give you my respect and tip my fedora or whatever you Redditors do. That said, it's an obvious show of failure on the game when so many people are playing him and now they're having a great time and showing crazy numbers. I've had games where I've dropped 44 bodies, died 3 times, had over 58,000 damage block, 39,000 damage done, and I still did not get MVP. And you know what? It doesn't even matter, because tanks are one of the few classes that don't care about the ego surrounding the game. They just want to win. They just want to be able to enjoy it. And Dino Devil. There's too many DDs. You got Daredevil, Devil Dino. I feel like there's another one in there. DPS Deadpool. I mean, I'm not sure you count that. But all of these characters are strong. And for the first time ever, we're seeing somebody who gives you enough freedom and flexibility to enjoy being a tank. That imposing presence that the community says that they wanted. So many tanks feel like they're either diving in the back line or they're not protecting. I'm peeling left and right for my crew with this Devil Dino. And it's fun. It's so much fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been loving Venom, especially with the tenacity changes. But I think with more tanks like this, more actual dominating presences, you can't just kill off by being a broken DPS or having a billion cooldowns or running away because you have infinite health. I think you're gonna see that. I mean, look at how much damage I'm taking. Shout out to tenacity getting in there, keeping me from being stunned by the thing. And instead I'm able to bleed them out, flex on these guys, and really apply that pressure. Do I think that every quote unquote pro player is bad at the game or anything stupid? No. Obviously, most of those guys will whoop my ass. However, they gotta realize something. This isn't like the pro league. Some of us just want to come on here and have a good time gaming. We don't want to come on here and worry about your technological code of dream colors math about how certain characters have a 2% greater rate of winning and all these things. It doesn't matter to us. Having fun characters is more important to us than your pro tour experience. Like, let's be honest here. How many people are even watching that shit? It's not that Marvel Rivals isn't fun, but things like this add to that unfunness. I mean, look at how much pressure I'm applying to these guys right now. Yum, get over here, Cloak. I got you too, Gambit. Yum, get out of here. I didn't get him off, but I almost did. And that's fun. It's fun having someone who doesn't just get annihilated by a Wolverine, because that's something else you forget. He has the same immovable features as Thing. You can't just easily push him off. You can combo with people. I mean, a guy on a shotgun riding a dinosaur. That's kind of lit. A dinosaur being able to shoot a fucking laser. I probably gonna get demonetized for that, but hey, I gotta drop that F-bomb to emphasize my excitement. That's what gaming is supposed to do for you. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exciting. It's not supposed to be a system where just because, you don't like the class or you always have a second tank that other people don't. I've needed this Devil Dinosaur to really circumvent the difference and help me. Because a lot of these players on here don't want to provide that second tank. And if you're going to be forced to do it, you should at least be able to have some fun with it. So to the pros, the quote unquote pros with their teams that practice together every day and almost take the gaming out of gaming, I gotta say, why don't you just stay out of this one? Let those of us who are enjoying Devil Dino continue to do so. The rest of y'all just double, triple, quadruple stack your way into one above all. Shit on the rest of us, call us stupid and, low IQ people who don't understand the game, but we're having fun. I won't lie, between the Marvel Rivals Blood Hunt event and the Marvel Rivals release of Devil Dino, I'm having some serious fun on this game, and I think that the game is probably in its healthiest state it's been in. To any of you who are interested in learning more about Marvel Rivals or my ideas, be sure to join our Discord as well. We've had a huge support of people joining there, helping out PvE buffs, just playing some games together. I'm probably gonna even start, a couple custom matches where we do teams of 6v6 when we get enough of y'all. So be sure to show some love. And if you really think that this is, Devil Dinosaur is too tough, I ask you to do one thing for me. Play him. Honestly, give him a fair shot, play the guy, learn how to pilot him, and then let me know your thoughts, because I think a lot of you will play him and realize he's so much fun. Look at that magic, just got sent to the Shadow Realm. A lot of you are gonna play him and realize how fun he is, and realize that, hey, maybe tanks should be a little stronger. I mean, they're the only community that hasn't crashed out as of late, you know, and they're always the ones playing solo. You're more likely to get 2 strategists than you are to get 2 tanks. But anyways, it's been real. I've been Unc, y'all been y'all. Be sure to let me know in the comment section what you think of this video, and also tell your auntie I said hi.